Thoth, the God of wisdom, guides my path through the desert of my soul. The sands of time shift and swirl as I search for truth and meaning. Marked by the eye of Horus, I see the secrets of ancient Egypt. The pyramids hold the key to unlocking my inner power. I am a mystic, a shaman of the unknown. I dance between worlds, I am not alone. With every step I awaken my soul and embrace the power within me. I dive deep into the unknown and discover my true purpose. The spirits of my ancestors guide my way as I journey through the stars. I am connected to all that is, and my heart sings with all belong.
Cancer, here we are. We got some oracle cards. We're going to spread these decks out, figure it out. We're going to work it out. You know the drill. Let's go. First card we have, Cancer, is Sowulo. You are on purpose. You are on the right path. You may need to leave others behind to reach your goal. Truth is right in front of you. Should you choose to see it, you may have experienced dark times, but your future is bright. Alright, Cancer. Sounds good. I turn my face towards the sun, and the path stretches out in front of me. I know I have learnt the truth. It is a solitary thing. But brightly it shines, right action it is. I am Solo. Pronounced Soliolo. Soliolo is the rune of the sun soul. As the sun illuminates all, Soliol concerns itself with revealing the truth. That's what we're after, Cancers. That's what we're after. Truth regarding personal purpose and intent. Truth within oneself. And truth in the dissemination of information and in speech. In the absence of written contracts, the Vikings' word was their truth and their bond. Truth is one of the 9 virtues mentioned in the Eddas, where people are warned about setting and breaking false truths. To the ancient Norse, the word had real currency and worth. Being truthful could be the difference between surviving or not. This rune asks us to consider whether or not we are being true to ourselves, whether or not we are following our true path. Are we living according to the standards of others rather than our own? Does our work take full advantage of our inherent gifts? Or are we hiding our light under a basket? Have we put on a mask to hide our truest self, lest it be seen or damaged further? How closely are we living in accordance with who we are? You could have been given poor advice or false information. Do your due diligence. The good you seek is not the true one for you. You may need to reassess. Alright, Cancer? This has to do with the spiritual Ace of Dice and the emotional Knight of Dice. So, trust in divine feminine information, okay? I think that's a female, right? Yeah. Looks like a Valkyrie. Female. So, yeah, I suspect... we are Cancers, so yeah, we have to go back into ourselves and fix this Knight of Dice. And we have to fix it. Flip it upright with the advice. Sacral chakra, number 2. The frequency of sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. The flower of life is a geometric shape recognized by many cultures all over the planet. It inspires the 13 equal circles that intersect at the middle of each circle. Creating a perfectly proportioned flower. As a symbol, the flower of life represents the universe as a whole, as well as the harmony in which all the separate components of the universe work together. The beautiful pattern is often used to indicate our understanding of our connection as humans and as spiritual beings, angels, whatever you are. To the whole, the color orange is associated with the second, or sacral chakra, located just below the navel. It is linked to our creativity, sexuality, and emotional world. Orange encourages movement and connection with others. It has a freeing effect on the body and mind, stimulating creative thinking, abundance, success, and appetite. Its sense is taste. You can close your eyes and take a deep breath. Let go of your breath with an audible sigh. Now bring your attention to your emotions. How do you feel? Are you expressing yourself the way you desire in your daily life? Are you inspired? What do you do to express your creativity? How about your sexuality? Perhaps it is time for a new project or love affair if the ones you're not working, or if you're not with somebody, go try it. So, Cancers out there, sacral chakra will help with the spiritual dice, ace of dice, rolling the dice, and the intellectual, the tower. You might be a little cynical and doubtful or regrettable or in little harsh, or people might not like you because you're like rawr or or uck or yuck. I don't like your hairstyle or whatever their issue is. Hate me even though you know my hair is luxurious, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's all good. The tower will be flipped. Sacral chakra, ace of dice. We're gonna roll the dice. We're gonna chill. We're gonna let people deal with this situation and be ourselves while we chill and take care of our home life. Time to remember. A photograph can be a powerful tool when working with our inner selves, as it can bring to the present the memories and feelings associated with our childhood. This can be an especially beneficial practice, particularly when working with or working through harmful patterns or beliefs that we might have regarding our childhood self. Gather multiple photographs of your younger self. Well, I don't have any of those, so reflect on each one and choose the image that you feel most drawn to. Once you have your photograph, take some time to gaze at the image, observing yourself in a neutral and non-judgmental way. Try to think of yourself as you would think of any other child, as a precious treasure, separate from any memories of who you were then and who you are now. Now that you have this viewpoint in your mind, bring a feeling of love into your heart. Hold the photograph in front of you and let this love build up inside you for your childhood self. Send the love you feel inside of your heart to the picture of your younger self. Tell yourself that you love yourself and that you are perfect just the way you are. Whatever it is that the little you is yearning to hear, tell yourself in a voice of love. Let's see. What thoughts and feelings does the image of your younger self bring up inside of you? Do you feel any blocks inside of your body or mind when you practice this exercise? Note if you have strong negative feelings associated with childhood or your child self. This can be a difficult practice. While this exercise can be incredibly healing, only go as far as you feel comfortable. Alright, so as comfortably as you can, Cancer. This has to do with the physical, survival, earth, body, health, any of that kind of stuff. And the social Hierophant here and the 6 of dice in reverse. A time to remember, look back on your childhood. It will help with those circumstances, and that's why we have to go back into the water and chill and not really try to be talking to people as much anymore. Not only that, but we need to conserve and prepare for the holidays and maybe birthdays or whatever else that may come up. If you're a parent or if those are part of your lively issues, friends, family, any of that kind of stuff. So we have to prepare, and we might have to be there for the people that need us. So like they might, I don't know who to go for, and then Cancer's gonna be there like, I can help you, don't worry about it. Okay, this is our time to recruit people as well, possibly. If you're on that side of like helping people figure things out, and they come to you and you're just like that. You maybe have some Libra placements at the right time, at the right place at the right time, like I do. I have a couple. Or you might have some other placements that help you out, but yeah. Check those readings out, don't forget, Cancer. Neighbors in their loud vehicles, it's okay. Well, anyways, that's going to do it. We're going to move on to the next card. Okay, I have Brother Raccoon, card number 4. Message, a safe place for you to go. About Brother Raccoon. Raccoons speak of stealth, remaining undercover, and flying under the radar. Raccoons suggest you take cover, work with camouflage, and stay in the in-between places for a time in order to remain safe. Do not reveal who you are, what you do, or your new idea or project to all. Okay, I see. Too often we share what we are planning out loud, giving all even ourselves the impression it is already done. It is not. It needs careful protection. But mostly, you need to not draw attention. It does not mean you have to be fugitive or sneaky, though some will call it so. It means to quietly get on with your day-to-day and very soulful business of change without showing everyone every detail along the way. You have far to go. At this early stage, it is not advisable to share all. There is a sacred part of you that must be protected, for it could easily be exhausted and exploited by those who will be very quick, even quicker than you. To recognize the value of what you have, in order to survive, sometimes you must hide, camouflage, or mask yourself from those who would know your true nature and exploit you. Like a precious plant, when snow falls, you must go underground or in the deep seas, hidden in your seed, or where you live, and keep quiet and safe from those who would take you and cultivate you and your amazing self for their own reasons. This is not a time to allow yourself to be used by others for their own agendas. Do not think of this hiding or melting into the forest as cowardice. It is wise to go to ground for a time now. This is why I am here. I will show you the safe places. I will introduce you to a safe place in order for you, your ancestry, your bloodline, and anything cherished and rare to live on. You sometimes must hide it away for a time, bringing it forward later so that you flourish. Let me, the raccoon, show you where to go, who to hide out with, and when to hunker down. Your wisdom will not fade. You simply will not be seen for a time in order to survive with your ways, your culture, and your wisdom intact. Do not speak, adapt, make intelligent choices, and hide your precious self or knowledge for a time. If working on a new project, do not speak of it to others for now. At the least, you will dissipate the energy more terrifying. You run the risk of it being stolen or appropriated. And you also run the risk of worrying about it, which in itself is energy sapping. Keep it a beautiful secret between you and the universe, and continue to do your work. It needs your attention and energy right now. Do not give it all away. Keep it close, fresh, new, and exciting. And stay through a transition zone that is tight as a baby through the birth canal. And in doing this, its green blood is pumped and squeezed through its untested wings. Without the process of restriction and transition of something to drive oneself against, there can be no flight and thus no survival for the butterfly. If you were to see a cocoon butterfly struggling, you might feel overwhelmed with compassion and wish to help free the butterfly emerging creative creature. But you cut a butterfly free from its cocoon, its wings will never be strong enough to take flight. The blood will not have pumped through the wings, the very thing that must take place for the creature to fly. So you can see that we all must experience the struggle at some point, or we will not be strong enough to fly. You have been through a time of great challenge and difficulty. You feel new, vulnerable, and inexperienced. You thought you might not survive to see this day, but now it is here, and you are drying your newfound wings in the gentle sunlight. For this moment, just one moment, now that there is nothing for you to do but take in the significance of the change you have shaped for yourself. You have changed. You are renewed. You have passed a great test. And now you are reborn. It is a dangerous time, but you are protected greatly right now. There will be sentries who will alert us to your every need. and you have time to grow into these wings and learn how to use them. For now, take your time, breathe in the new air, and taste afresh the sweet times of life. Yes, you have changed and are at a very new stage with very little experience, or a lot of experience. While the butterfly ferrets celebrate you and your transformation, they are watchful, so they send you these alerts. Aware young or old ones to keep safe, or middle-aged, whatever, your borders while you find your feet. Shake off the shock of birth and set your new direction. You will be protected at your most vulnerable. You will not turn back. You cannot go back to the womb. You cannot go back to sleep. You cannot be as you were, because you withstood the tomb of the cocoon and have resurrected in this lifetime. You are beloved, and the butterfly ferrets celebrate who you have become. Alright, so a safe place for you to go and to celebrate yourself for what you've done and accomplished, and where who you are and what you do, and everything about yourself is amazing. And everybody really truly does love you, but they don't know how to do it in the right manner. For some reason, everybody wants to do it in the wrong way. They expect you to be something you're not. For some reason, everybody expects cancer to not be cancer, and it's annoying and it irritates the shit out of us. And we just want to, unleash full potential power on people, but we can't do that. But so there, Brother Raccoon will be there to cuddle and love us, because other people want to be hating us. All right. Okay, next up we got 29, Red Crown Crane. Loyalty. The time has come to examine your loyalties. Are you able to be trusted? Keep your word if you give it. Take relationships slowly and make sure to build strong connections when promises have you made and must keep. Okay. From the ancient Japanese story, Shuru no Onageshi, on a very cold snowy day in winter, an elderly man was going to town. He had firewood to sell and was walking slowly with a large load upon his back. As he walked, he found a crane that was caught in a hunter's trap. He felt that he had to help the beautiful bird and release it from the trap. That night there was a blizzard, and the old man and his wife were settled in with a meager meal and a small fire when there was a knock at the door. There stood a beautiful girl dressed in white. I'm sorry, dear father, to disturb you, but I am an orphan traveling through this area to meet my new relatives, and I am lost. Would you mind if I took shelter from this storm? She said. The elderly couple accepted her into their home and allowed her to stay the night, sharing what little they had. The next morning, the snow had not let up, so the girls stayed in the house. In return for their hospitality, cleaning the house and looking after the old couple, she cut wood, and she sang them songs. One day, as she was in the kitchen cooking, the girl asked whether she could stay with them as their daughter rather than go off to the relatives she had and never met. The couple readily agreed and were very happy to have such a daughter. Upon their acceptance, the girl asked if they would buy her some yarn, and she wanted to weave some cloth for them. They bought the yarn, and they handed it to her, the young girl, and it was in a serious way. I will be working on this cloth for a few days, but I should not be disturbed. Promise me you will not come into the room where I weave. They promised, and the girl worked in the room for 3 days without coming out. When the door opened again, she showed the couple the most wondrous fabric the couple had ever seen. Please sell it in the village, she requested. It will get a good price for us, and so it did. With the money they got from the cloth, the couple were able to buy more yarns and with more colors, and their daughter again wove a truly magical cloth with much care, and this went on for a short time with the couple becoming quite well off. So there's your abundance. So the crane brings a message of abundance for the social and emotional aspects of our life. So there's something behind closed doors with the abundance of red crown crane message. And the flipping of the heart and being happy and loving again in the proper way with everyone. And not being so passive aggressive anymore. Alright, Cancer, that's going to do it for September 2024 Oracle reading. If you remember, I love you, appreciate you, and thank you so much. If you're not and you're watching this after fact for free on September 30th, I love you too. But try to be a member, but it's all good. Subscribe, like, and share those amazing things you do. Bye. Hey, if you want the Oracle reading, you gotta go here. You gotta click this join button, right? And yeah, see if
join my membership.
Click that join button.
I got tons for you.
You're gonna get all kinds of content that's locked away from the public. Not just, the Oracle readings. There's other content there too, and more to come. So join, please, and thank you.